Hey guys, I have a fun tip to share with you that is making my kitchen life a little bit easier, and anything that can make that a little bit easier and faster is so fun and exciting for me. So I wanted to share this with you guys. Every week I do marinades. Generally, I will marinate greens and mushrooms. So Vivi loves both of these. I love both of these. When you marinate and dehydrate either of those, it gives them the consistency, the texture, and the taste of sautéing, and they're still completely raw. So generally what I do to marinate is I put the marinade in a big bowl, and then I chop up the mushrooms or put them in whole depending on what I'm doing, or my greens, or both. I usually do them separately, and let them sit for an hour. And I'm going over and stirring them a lot so that they're getting the marinade over all of the food, all of the mushrooms or the greens. And the issue with that is that the marinade, unless I have a whole bunch of it, it's not covering the item. So I have to do a lot of stirring and frequently. And it also takes up a lot of room. I generally put it on top of my dehydrator, but just because there's space there. And it just takes up a lot of space. So I discovered this week, actually on accident, my favorite kinds of discoveries, because I was looking for lids to replace the plastic lids that go on the glass Pyrex. I use glass Pyrex for storage, and after a lot of years, the lids start to degrade and crack, and they don't seal anymore, and they start to fall apart. So I was looking for a replacement for that, and I started looking into silicone. Now, I have never really looked into silicone before. It's been a long time since I took toxicology, and I just sort of shy away from anything that resembles plastic. And so embarrassingly, I didn't know about silicone. So silicone, if it's a high grade, is completely non-toxic. It's a product that's just made from sand. It is very tolerant of high heat and also cold temperatures. So it's ideal for storage in the kitchen. You can actually even use it in your oven. You can put it in the dishwasher. You can use it like in boiling water for a saucepan. I'm not doing any of that except for the dishwasher. However, it's amazing for marinating. So this is what I discovered. I ordered those tops. Just to give you the backstory, I ordered the tops to the lids to put on. They also came with silicone bags. So I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with these besides putting like leftovers in them, because I don't obviously cook anything. But check this out. Marinating. This is changing everything for me in the kitchen since I do so much marinating. This solves all the issues. It takes up very little space. Check out these bags. They're completely leak proof. They're super easy to use, and you can throw them in the dishwasher, and they're non-toxic. So I put the marinade in here, obviously, and then I just put the mushrooms in. One of Vivi's favorites is portobellos. Sliced up portobellos, marinated, dehydrated for a few hours, and she can just hold on to them and just eat them in her hand, and they're so good, and she loves them. And we're all looking for immunity during this time, and always. We're in winter season, so it's just cold and flu season. And a friend of mine was pointing this out to me the other day, that it's not flu season because the flu is any more virulent. It's because we're inside, the weather is colder, and we're just not spending a lot of time out in the sun, which is a natural and naturally kills viruses and that kind of thing. So that might be something that we want to look at in this time also, is just spending more time in nature, spending more time outside, being out in the sun, getting all of those great benefits that come with that, including vitamin D, etc. But back to the marinade. This is just so easy, you guys. It's so simple. Obviously, it's self-explanatory, but I highly recommend it. I've been using it nonstop since they arrived at my house, making all kinds of things. And it's just fun and easy, and one of those things that I love running into. So I hope that that was a good tip for you guys, and that you enjoy it, and that you're healthy and feeling great, and get out there in nature and eat, and get in there with nature inside with your foods. Thanks so much. Bye.